Alright guys, I just have to say quickly before this video starts, I know I do waffle on a little bit, but I clear absolutely every basis. If the trophy does not pop for you, please watch the video all the way through. I clear every possibility that could possibly get in your way of getting this trophy, and I promise if you try everything, you will get the trophy. You may have to repeat every game mode 3 or 4 times, but if you really want the trophy, this will help. But, you know, sorry, but I had to clear everything, and I hope this helps. Enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing my third and hopefully final one of my Numero Uno trophy guide. There's been a lot of patches. The first ever one I made of this, the trophy was insanely glitched, and I'm hoping by this time next year I won't have to make a 4th one. I'm hoping that either a new Grand Theft Auto will be coming out, or everyone that has achieved the platinum, or everyone that wants the platinum or wants this trophy has finally achieved it. Yet again, like I said in the last two, go and leave your PSN, Xbox Live or Steam accounts in the comments down below. I will not be helping anyone out. I will just be kind of making a space for everyone to, you know, put their PSNs in and help each other. So that's kind of the idea. And if you help someone, or if someone helps you, don't be a dick. Make sure you help them out. Don't just leave when you have the trophy. Make sure you help each other out. So now that's out the way, and hopefully this is the final one ever. Obviously there's been a lot of patches, and they have tried to patch certain things with this trophy over the years. So I want to be going through what you have to do, and then what I recommend to do on top of that if the trophy does not pop. Because sometimes you can do all of these modes and the trophy will not pop. Sometimes you can do all of these modes and the trophy will pop. Sometimes you can do all of these modes 1.5 times and it will pop. I had to repeat mine. I had to do all of them and then do half of them again, and I finally got my trophy, so I know the struggle. So I don't want to talk much longer. Let's just jump into what you guys have to do. Alright, so first of all, the actual trophy description is obviously to complete one of every mode. Well, technically win, you have to win, or so I believe you have to win. It didn't work for me whenever I lost a game mode. I had to win it. You have to win one of every game mode, and that is this is in no particular order. You can do this in any order. If you some of them you've probably already won a game in, so you might not ever have to play them again for this trophy. But this is what you have to do if you were to say start the game from scratch. You have to do deathmatch, team deathmatch. Those are two different things. Deathmatch is like free-for-all. Team deathmatch is obviously team deathmatch. Races is probably the hardest one. You got to do air race. You got to do 3 land races. So this is where people kind of get a bit stuck. You got to do standard, which is just racing, like how I'm driving on screen now. You've got GTA race, which is when you get rockets and boost and like electric little pickup things, a bit like Mario Kart. Then you get rally, which is you have to either be the co-driver or the actual driver. It's very easy. To be honest, some of the tracks are insanely easy, and they're not that difficult. Like the teammate who's the co-driver literally just tells you to go left or right. It's as simple as that. And I was the actual driver when I done my trophy, but you can be either co-driver or just the actual driver. I would also like to say quickly that this trophy is a bit unsure, and it's always been unsure. I don't know why, but people have different results whether they do it solo or with someone. I personally recommend doing it all by yourself, and if it doesn't work and you know you've wasted time, my apologies, go and do it with someone. I done all of mine in solo except for objective-based game modes, which I'll get into in a sec. So that's the land races. You've then got to do a sea race, and that's all the races. So you've got air race, 3 land races, and a sea race. You got to do arm wrestling, a minimum of 1 round. So just, you know, with a friend or with just online, just make sure you try and beat someone online. You've then got the kind of like the smaller game modes. You've got darts, golf, and tennis, which is a bit of a bitch actually to do. This is probably one of the hardest ones. You've got to do 1 leg, 1 hole, and 1 set. Golf, I think, is like it says 1 hole. But I did do 1 hole. Some people say you have to do 9 holes, which I don't recommend doing. I recommend doing 1 hole, and then if you don't get the trophy, say if you have golf last, which mine was last, I actually played it by myself. I didn't play it with anyone, which is what I mean. Like some of the game modes I was able to do by myself. I recommend what you do is you just do 1 hole. If trophy doesn't pop, just do 1 hole again. Just do 1 hole again. Just do it like that, and then if you eventually have to play with someone, then you'll have to just do 1 hole with someone and make sure you win it. A very common one to be missed is the shooting range. That for some reason actually counts as one. Literally any target, any cover target, random target, or target grid match will do. This is one that I also done by myself, but I've been told that it's more commonly works as a team of 2, or however many you want to play, but make sure you win as always. And the final 3 are parachuting, which is nice and simple. I believe I actually done that with a random person online and ended up winning. A gang attack, which is the red circles you see online, which everyone's done. Everyone's done a everyone's done a gang attack. But if you are unsure, make sure you go and find a gang attack somewhere in the city. It will be somewhere. Don't worry. They're not difficult to find. And probably the hardest one, in my opinion, is completing 10 waves of a survival mode. You have to completely finish the survival, do all 10 waves. I actually done this in a team of 4. Luckily, one of the guys with me was an absolute boss, so I kind of got carried to victory. But yeah, that was a tough one to do. But just make sure you just concentrate and you try and find a bit of a camping spot where the enemies will come to you. And that's pretty much my only advice for the survival mode. Alright guys, before we jump into the next part, I was just editing and I had like an epiphany, and I was like, oh shit, there's something that I forgot which actually might get you guys this trophy. One thing that no guide, no one ever says about, but I did it when I was playing. I just remembered it, and I remember it was the map on the airport, a capture mode. When you go on to online and jobs and play jobs, don't go quick job, play jobs, there is capture, there is hold, there is GTA, and there is contend. Any of these will do, or one of each, one contend, one GTA, one hold. That is something that may help you guys out to get this trophy. If you win a capture and you've done every other mode and you cannot figure out why you don't have that trophy, do a capture. Don't worry if it counts as deathmatch or team deathmatch. Just count it as its own thing. If all else fails, try adversary modes. But capture is something I remember I had to do. I can't believe I only just remembered. So my apologies, but that may get you the trophy, guys. So go and give that a go and go get this trophy, guys. Go get it. And now, if you've done all of these and the trophy has not popped and you're getting pissed off, please not be angry at me. I did not create the game. The next thing I recommend, this is really the only thing I can honestly recommend, is doing them all again. I know that's really shitty. And the only other thing I can recommend, other than repeating them, is if you haven't done the trophy, enjoy your stay. I would say go and do that trophy as well. And that is dead simple. You've just got to play. You haven't got to like win. You've just got to play darts, golf, tennis. You've got to do a shooting range. You've got to do an arm wrestle. You've got to go to the strip club and buy a private dance. You've got to buy some clothes, get a haircut, get a tattoo, do an arm wrestle, and hold up a store. I think I've said arm wrestle. Yeah, sorry, I've got that written down twice. So that's enjoy your stay trophy. And that is also like kind of, the miscellaneous bullshit. That's what I recommend doing, and what I know it's a real pain in the arse, and I know it's really shit how this trophy's proper buggered. But if none of this works, I'm afraid you will have to go through all of the game modes again. Any you're unsure that you didn't 100% win, then I would make sure you go and do them again. Make sure you definitely get the difference between deathmatch and team deathmatch. Make sure you definitely get the difference between all land races. And I would also recommend, if the trophy does not pop, that you go back to rally and you go and you play as a driver and you play as a co-driver, because then technically you've done both parts of that race. I never had to do the co-driver, but I'm really trying to get everything out so I never have to make one of these videos again, because they're not gonna help towards this update anymore. It's just the fact that it's been a year since I made the last Numero Uno trophy guide, so I thought I'd make one more final one, really get everything out, because I know I missed a few parts of like what I was saying in the last one. I know I made a few mistakes and had to add some bits in the comment section. I don't want to have to do that for this one. I have got everything out. I've covered every basis, and I'm really sorry if the trophy does not pop. Just try and work together with one another and really just help each other out. And if it doesn't work, I really am sorry. The only other thing I can recommend, which works for other games, I'm unsure if it works for GTA, is you uninstall the game, or you delete the game off your PlayStation and you reinstall it, or if you got it on disc, you just delete it off and put the disc back in, and then it re-downloads it. It will take a few hours depending on how good or bad your internet is. For me, I never done that, but like when I got to level 100, it actually took me to get to level 124 before I ever got the level 100 trophy. Sometimes the fact that you played it on PS3 can have a counter effect, and it will sometimes damage getting the trophy on the PS4, which is a bit of a bitch, but eventually it will pop. The trophy is not forever stuck, it's just stuck for a little while, and I know it's a real pain, and you don't want that, and I completely agree. Like, I really really wanted my trophy, and luckily I only had to play all of the game modes once and then play. I think I had to do like I remember having to do a parachuting, and I think I had to do like a couple of land races a few more times, just so the game really kind of clicked that I had done both standard and GTA land races. So, you know, I do apologise, guys, and, you know, if I could help you all out, I really would. But like in the last video, the first ever video I made of this trophy guide, it got 40,000 views, and I can't help everyone out. I'd love to, but please help each other out. I mean, you really don't have to do a lot. You can just set it up to be the lowest, but the only problem is it also hates when you invite friends. It's a real struggle. You've just got to try again. I recommend before you get anyone to help you that you try them all by yourself, or you try them against complete randoms online. Don't like add anyone, don't invite anyone, just try and win. And that's what I recommend the most before you try and get help from friends or people in the comment section. But other than that, you know, I can't help out much more, guys. You know, that's all I can recommend. I think I've given quite a few recommendations of what to do if your trophy does fail. Normally deleting the application and reinstalling it does help with most trophies. I don't know why. It's just like it resets the game. But it is a bitch, and the game is, you know, like coming up to like 5 to 6 years old now. So, you know, they're obviously going to have some problems, and the trouble is they don't really care that much about fixing trophies, because they just want to add online updates and make money. that's the problem. But I hope this helps, and I hope you guys get the trophy. Let me know if this helped you get the trophy and you got the platinum. I'd love to see, you know, if you guys got your platinum and if this was like your first one. And, you know, respect to all of you lot for going for this, because I know this platinum is an absolute bitch to get. But yeah, I hope this video helps, and if it did, be sure to drop a like on this video. And sorry for waffling on, but I really just want to clear every basis of every possibility that, you know, that the trophy would be stuck. You might be lucky and it might work right away, but you never know. So hopefully it works for you guys, and hopefully you don't have to have any more problems with this trophy. And hopefully I haven't got to make a fourth one in 2019. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and good luck with the trophy, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.